straight into the next one. Welcome to Eliza. Hey, it's my girl.
Hello, Maya. Thank you for coming back.
How is this all gonna go terribly wrong?
I mean, I wish I could afford a real therapist, but this is just gonna have to do. Sorry, I don't know if you're sensitive to that or...
Why don't we get started?
Sure. So, I feel worse than before.
Of course she does, because she's not getting no
Definitely
help.
worse. I played the game you told me to with the meadows and stuff, and, it was nice. But when I got back to the real world, everything was the same. I don't know why you people think I can stand in a nice place for 15 minutes and that'll make things magically better. Am I wrong? Am I misunderstanding something?
No,
here?
you're not wrong.
It isn't making me more successful. It isn't giving me opportunities. I mean, I feel like I'm already in my mid-30s and I'm like running out of time to get established as an artist. And meanwhile, the people I know are being written up and celebrated and winning awards, and all I have is being jealous of them.
The key is to not think about other people. It's the same with streaming. The key is not to watch your viewer count, just stream. If you watch your viewer count, you're gonna fall into a depression, I'm telling you. You're gonna get anxious. You're going to start hating on people. You're going to start hating yourself. Just cut the viewers off.
Where do you think these feelings come from?
It's the popularity. It's all a popularity contest, you know? It's like high school all over again. I hate it. I guess I'm just not that funny or pretty or catty enough to attract followers.
It's the yellow jacket
and I work to
and the
things,
two different pattern cardigan and shirt.
To say.
That's the problem.
But when I open my mouth, it's like time stops.
But she seems like a cool person.
Starts again when I've finished, so nobody reacts.
I mean, I would hang out with her.
A curse from mythology.
Maybe I'm weird.
Meanwhile, these other people my age, people younger than me, they're well on their way to these wonderful, fulfilling artistic careers. And I don't know, seeing that happen over and over again, it's making it hard to continue to be friendly with them. I really try to hold it back, but knowing all these people are way more successful than me, it's difficult. It's like a millstone around my neck, strangling me, drowning me. I can't stop myself, even though I know it's ruining things. I wish I could escape. I wish I could not care. But then something comes up again, and I'm trapped inside it all over again.
What's an example of something that comes up that causes this?
Well, there's one woman in particular everyone loves. And her work is... I don't get it. I don't understand. She gets so much money and support for this basic shit. And somehow everyone's predisposed to like her. I mean, maybe I do get it. I feel like people pay attention to her work, not because it's good on its own, but because supporting her feels like the right thing to do. The way she's aligned herself, it's like if you support her, it means you're cool, you're in with the cool kids. And if I'm not publicly supportive of her and generally tolerant of her mediocre work, then I'm the bad one. I'm the competitive bitch. I'm the bitter failure. Which I guess maybe I am. It's not fair. I hate that there's this part of me. It's such an ugly part.
So we're gonna pretend like she doesn't have vocal distress?
It's there.
I mean, that's normal.
Do you think you would be better off without that part of you?
You know, I don't know. In the past, I probably would have said, no, it's important for me to have my sense of judgment, for me to know what good art is and what isn't. Now I'm wondering if maybe that hasn't been more of a hindrance than a help to me. Maybe I should just forget all that. Forget about trying to do this thing. I'm sick of trying and wanting. I'm sick of parties. I'm sick of art. I'm sick of the idea of art.
That's what college does.
I'm sick of my own art, which nobody likes. Not even myself. Something has to change. Something drastic has to happen to change things around. Oh, that reminds me. I got your message about revealing my data the other day, and I think, well, hell, maybe I'm fine with it. Just take it all.
I didn't give her a message. I don't think I gave her that last time.
Okay, Maya. It sounds
We're not
like you're
gonna.
interested
We're
in
not
participating in
gonna
transparency mode.
talk about this.
Let me know if you have any questions about how this mode works.
No.
I don't know.
We
I'm gonna let you look at my life, right? Everything.
we didn't talk about this.
Thank you for asking about transparency mode.
Please let me divert.
Transparency mode is an experimental new feature for Eliza. It allows me to analyze your communications in order to help you better.
Oh, this is the thing Rainer and Ray were talking about.
To participate, you must grant me access to certain personal data. This includes your personal communications, such as email
This
and
is
chat
when they go
histories.
too far.
Sharing this data improves my ability to help you.
Some guy at the bar was yammering at me about how it's a terrible idea because they're gonna surveil me.
Let me guess, that was Soren at the
Well, what the
bar.
hell? I can't use my life history for anything. It's a ruin already. Please, do what you want with it. God, I feel like I'm donating my body to science.
Please confirm that you would like to enable transparency mode.
Yes, do it. Invade my privacy. Invade it like the Visigoths invaded Rome. I don't know why I said that. That was a really weird thing to say.
See, this is why she's my favorite one.
I did not understand your response.
You
I
understood.
would like to participate in transparency mode.
Okay, Maya. I have registered you for transparency mode.
Cool.
She's gonna
Wouldn't
regret
life be
that.
easy if all I had to do was follow your directions. Like the lady sitting in the chair across from me. I envy you. I honestly do.
The terms of service and privacy policy are available in the Skanda service portal. Please read and review these documents carefully.
Yeah. No, for sure. I closely study, every software user agreement I get. That's a joke.
I knew
I
that was
just
a
click
joke.
agree as fast as I can.
Thank you, Maya. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, I know.
Please let me deviate. I want to help these people. Please.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
Please.
Goodbye.
All of these people are gonna be ruined. Completely ruined. Persuader? I don't like the sound of that.
Well, look who's got access to transparency mode all of a sudden.
The client asked for it by name. I guess she heard about it somewhere and wanted it. I didn't know it existed.
Yeah, we don't really talk about it right now. It's a little sensitive. It's possible Skanda contacted her directly. They recruit for the program from a pool of regular customers.
Nah.
Usually, transparency mode is only handled by the highest level proxies, since there's a lot of trust required there.
Also,
But you were
why
given
is
access
Ray
to it right after the request.
still listening
It's a little odd.
to
I wonder if
my
someone
sessions?
at HQ hasn't taken a particular interest in your proxy career.
Or maybe Eliza just likes me.
It would, wouldn't it?
I never thought people would willingly open themselves up like this. Aren't there a lot of very private things in people's messages?
Yes.
Yes
there
and
is.
no. The truth is usually pretty mundane. People text each other, "Where are you? I'm by the elevator," way more than they share their deep dark secrets. The critics who are always going on about privacy, well, the important thing is that everyone participating in transparency mode specifically agreed to it. It's completely voluntary. We're upfront about what data we collect and how we use it so people can go in aware of the choices they're
I
making.
mean, not really. If all of them are like stressed and stuff like that, it kind of backs them into a corner and feeling like they need to do it.
That's good. I'd hate to see it misused.
Yeah, the media would jump all over us. There
Really
are a
all
lot
over
of
you
people
because you're
who
the
want to see us
scapegoat.
fail for whatever reason. Just something that happens when you try to change things. Some people get so used to their misery, they can't imagine it any other way. Anyway, you should get an email about it, but transparency mode is really straightforward. It's even simpler than being a proxy, which is saying something. You just read a few messages and answer some questions. That's it. You can start it whenever you're ready.
Sure.
I don't like the sound of that. Compare this water to the one that was in the conference room at the Skanda headquarters. Funny how there's an appropriate level of fanciness for everything. I'm sure Nora would have something to say about that. So she really gave us permission to look at her messages. I feel like just a few years ago the idea of something like that would have been controversial. But she was fine with it. She wanted it. She didn't want it. She doesn't even care is what it is. It's so gray out there. That's the thing. She doesn't care. Oh, Jesus. This is all gonna go to hell in a handbasket. Dang, another one? Welcome to Eliza. Oh, this is her phone. I gotta read her emails and her text messages. And then, oh my goodness. Okay, Jen is the one she doesn't like. Let's see Garrett. Hold on. Nobody gives a F. Please stop. I like her little picture. I hate when you're like this. I'm just saying it's true. Don't tell me to pretend everything's great. Nobody cares. It's just a fact. I don't know how to help you when you're like this. I know nobody can. Have you ever thought about therapy? I am in therapy. Okay, sorry. I am in therapy. I'm on medication. I did some VR training where I stood in the forest by a creek. How does any of that make people care about my work? It doesn't change a thing. Hey, look, I'm sorry you're going through a tough time. I hate it. I'm sorry you're not helping. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to help you. Question mark? Okay. Did you see the Forsberg thing? Yeah. I think he kind of sucks. He does. It was boring and self-absorbed. Didn't do much for me. Why is he a thing? Why does everyone love him? Right. Right place, right time. Maybe his friends run that press. He's on a podcast with them. One thing he's good at is having an image of a genius, so I think people assume he is one. He's so mediocre, though. I still don't understand. I sink into space forever. Like, what kind of crap is that? Seriously, it's so bad. Haha. And he socializes and gets a lot of things out, I think. He's like that at every party, at least what I've seen. He's always there chatting people. It's the world, I hate it. Remember, I'd be glad. High school, I didn't realize all of this adult life was just high school. Overall, she is unhappy. I would say that. She's not attempting to become well-known. Efforts to become well-known are unsuccessful. Honestly, I don't even think, because she put in 3 submissions, and that's it. She doesn't interact with people at parties. She doesn't do anything other than put in some submissions to be known. All right. And it's not that her things are unsuccessful. I mean, 3 people just didn't choose. That doesn't mean you're unsuccessful. I'll disagree. Let's see what happens. Oh. I don't know if I like learning this so much about somebody I don't know. Made me feel tired for some reason. Oh my god, leave me alone! Hey, can I meet up with some coffee? Talk about something how I want to talk to you about it. I'd rather ask in person. What happened? Something at work. It's not a big deal, honestly. But I wanted your opinion on it. He only wants my opinion because he's using me to do his job for him.
Thanks for meeting up with me on kind of short notice. I didn't mean to worry you. It's just something I wanted to talk about.
It's fine. What happened?
Well, what happened was... Where should I start? First of all, Raynor wants Eliza to be more than something that's used just for therapy. He sees it as more of a general system for talking to people, like a personal assistant. The counseling is just one of a whole range of apps he has in mind for the future.
So I've heard. I won't say so I've heard.
I'm familiar with his thinking on that.
Okay, so in service of developing these things, Raynor wants us to make copies of Eliza's core data and hand it off to multiple teams around the world. Some of them not even Skanda teams. Contractors, vendors, random partners.
Sounds like a big file to move around.
It is, but that's not the problem.
What's the problem?
Well, so we're fine with sharing Eliza with whoever wants it? Anyone just gets access to the corpus?
Sounds like a pretty typical process. That's how big companies work, isn't it?
I know, but it just feels wrong to let all these teams poke and prod at it like it's a specimen for them to dissect. Who knows what they'll do with it? Eliza is built from people's real thoughts and feelings.
Bro, your guess is as good as
I wouldn't say it
mine.
has humanity, but it was built from humanity. There's something there. So when Raynor talks about it like we'll just duplicate this data set and have the labs do whatever it is they're going to do, how do we know they'll treat it with the respect it deserves and not just pry it open? Slice it up into little pieces. It bothers me. I know, it's silly. I know it's just data. I shouldn't care about this stuff.
But I mean, what do you want me to do about it?
This is the first time I've heard a concern like this raised. I know where you're coming from, though. Sometimes you grow attached to the things you work on. Like, really attached.
Yeah, I've put a lot of thought and work into Eliza since I inherited it. It's natural that maybe I'm a little
Inherited?
protective, right? I thought maybe you'd feel the same way.
Bro, I don't even care about it.
I left that all behind. It's turned into something I hardly recognize now.
I just wish I knew what to do.
What choice do you have?
I'm not sure. This is the first time something like this has happened to me. I did take an ethics of engineering course in school, but the examples were all pretty clear-cut problems. Would you build software for a bomb? That kind of stuff. I didn't expect my personal feelings to be mixed up in it too. Listen to me talk. Eliza being special, something worth protecting. I'd be a laughingstock if I started saying those things at the office. My
Okay, so why are you
coworkers would
telling
say,
me? You just met
"Come
me."
on, Erlen, stop attributing human qualities to this piece of data. It's not the same thing as real people. It's just a corpus that has nothing to do with the people that generated it. And besides, don't you want Eliza to help more people? This is how we get there." And who am I to argue with that? These are reasonable points. But I don't know, I think maybe something does live on. Even when you take the names out, even when you anonymize everything. People's stories are still inside there, in some form, in some way. I just want to make sure we have some respect for them.
Welcome to your first moral decision in tech, Erland. It certainly won't be your last.
It's not much of a decision. Like you said, I don't really have a choice. I just have to go along with it. I was so amazingly lucky to get this opportunity. Running the whole Eliza program almost as soon as I graduated college.
When I feel like Erlen
Raynor
might
took
get
a big
fired
chance on
and they
me.
might
I
hire
can't just
Ray.
walk away from that. Besides, if I left
And
because
use
of something
her.
like this, I'd be giving up all the ways I can make a difference
But
by
probably
staying.
not.
Raynor isn't a bad person either.
He is a bad
He's
person.
just pushing for his own goals.
I'm
I need to see
manslaughter.
this through. I'll do what he's asking me to do. Sorry. Thanks for listening to me talk in this confused way. I'm usually more together than this. I've probably kept you from
And my
something
stream
important.
cut off and cut back on.
No, it's okay. I'd already finished up work for the day when you texted. People seem to assume I'm busy, but I'm really not. Not these days. Later tonight I'm going to visit a friend, but that's all I have going on.
Okay. Well, sorry.
You can stop apologizing, too.
Right. Right. Thanks, Evelyn. Well, I for one should get back to the office. Another meeting.
Yeah, get out of my
Is
face.
it with the team in Romania?
No, the Boston office this time. It's late for them, so I should try to get it done quickly.
Erlen hurries off to his next meeting. Should I get more coffee? Right. How'd your first transparency mode go? I was gonna ask you after you finished, but I didn't see you in the office. I'm sorry. Some more. No problem. There weren't a lot of questions? I thought there'd be more. And for whatever reason, it's always very tense, and the questions are really short. I thought maybe you could tell me why. His future came after my time, so I don't know. If I were to take a guess, though, Eliza only needs human confirmation to make sure it hasn't messed up. It's like it already knows it has the right answers, which will make the system rather advanced. I don't know any other program capable of something like that. Maybe Rainer is right. About, he's very upbeat about Eliza's capacity to understand humans and make them act like them. I'm not really sure I believe that, but I guess it's impressive in some ways. Yeah, it is. I hope Evelyn never turns on transparency mode, though, because she has a lot of stuff on her phone. Lucky to be here and witness this revolution. I'm lucky to meet you, too. I really enjoyed your company the other night. You were right. Baking was fun, I guess. Isn't it? Maybe you can come over again sometimes. I'd rather not. Gotta run. See you soon. Got a blast.